Alright, we're working on the 1965 Suzuki K11 wheels. I have the front wheel relaced here. I borrowed a balancing jig from a friend of mine. He made this. It's really quite nifty. It's adjustable. You adjust the screw and you can widen or narrow your uprights. The uprights go onto a couple of bearings he has here. Get some light on there. There we go, see it? So he has the two bearings here. So my axle, a couple of bearings for shims, and that holds everything in place for me, so I don't have any side-to-side movement. So then, my brother loaned me a gauge. I think it's a gauge used for top dead center on a car. I am using it like this. So when I turn the wheel, you can see the gauge gives me an indicator. Okay, so I am 100 degrees out. So I'm going to attempt to true this wheel by tightening the spokes. The first thing I'm going to do is tighten all the spokes 1/2 turn with my wrench, and then we'll start to narrow in the gauge to make it true. You have to start somewhere, and that's where I'm choosing to start. So hold on a second, I'll set you on the stand. Alright, here we go. Don't know what I'm doing. Gotta start somewhere. First I'm going to find the hole for the inner tube. I find this wrench, you slide on from the top and onto the knuckle works best. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to go 1, 2 of those, every spoke. So these are all currently finger tight. This puts a little even tension on them, so I have something to work from. Not even looking at the gauge at this point. Right. You can just sort of feel the tension as you're working it with this wrench. Yeah, I'm only out by 90 degrees. Let's see if I can screw that up a little bit here. Go back to the inner tube hole. And do this other side, same thing. A little riveting, right? Oh, tighten. Alright, they all feel about the same. So it's getting a little bit better. So now, I'm going to set it here. I'm going to turn my dial to 0. I'm going to call that the high point. Call it the low point. Numbers are going up. I call it 80. Right? So if I go back to 40, this should be 0. So just my gauge to be 0. So my goal now is to get this wobble out. It goes up to 40 and minus 40. To get that wobble out of this wheel. So, just don't know how tight to tighten the damn things. I'm going to have to look up the book and find out what my torque specifications are. I bought this little torque wrench to do this with, and I don't know the torque. So, I'll be back. Alright, I'm giving you a little bit better angle on what I'm doing. This is the downside of using my cell phone. If I get enough viewers, maybe I'll actually buy a real camera. So I have my gauge set to 18 inch-pounds on this torque wrench. There you go. So I've been going around, like I showed you earlier, starting at the hole and just tightening them down until now I'm starting to trip the click on 18 foot-pounds. I'm going to go up to 36 inch-pounds. But I'm going to just work them all up to 18 first. And I've got about 5 or 6 of them to start clicking at 18. So I'm stopping at 18, so they're all at 18, and then I'm going to try to true the wheel a little bit and see how straight I can get it. As I've been tightening these evenly, the wheel has been truing itself. So it's been getting better and better with every go around. Alright, keep going. Make an adjustment here. Okay, after several hours of torquing the spokes on this wheel, this is as close as I'm going to get it to being true. They're all torqued down to at least 32 inch-pounds of torque. And that's good enough for me. So very little tolerance. I'm happy. So this wheel turned out well. Back off, I'll give you a a reference, you can kind of follow the guide up here. Yeah, not perfect. I think usable. So, I'm going to put a tire on it and see how bad it really is. Thanks for watching. Make a comment. Alright, I have the tire mounted with a new inner tube and a new rubber strip. So, let's see what the gauge says. I'm not sure I have that set quite right. I'm going to do an adjustment. Let's try it again. Alright. So it's close. I'm going to take a few minutes and try and make it better. I will bring you back when I'm done. Alright. I think I've got it. Give it a spin around. I think that's close enough. Now I have to balance the wheel. So I have to learn how to do that. Get some tape weights, I think, or spoke weights to put on here. And I'll do that later. Subscribe. Bye-bye.